Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you, everybody? I think all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. I think you are enjoying my videos also, and you are staying at home and following my lecture. Okay. And at the end of my every videos, I am giving you some homeworks so that you can submit it when the school will be opened. And my request to you that you will practice more and more by sitting at your home. Stay safe and stay at home. Okay, so let us start our new video today. Today's videos will be on exercise 4.1 and 4.2 on class 6 book Algebra. Okay, so Algebra chapter 4 is related to algebraic expressions. I have given some previous videos where algebraic expressions are widely discussed. Okay, so today we will discuss about creative questions that are included in your exercise. Okay, so let us start exercise chapter 4, that is 4.1 and 4.2 exercise. Chapter 4 included 4.1 plus 4.2. So the first creative questions in your textbook, it says a square, b square, c square are three algebraic expression. It is 39, question number 39 in your textbook. So it is important for you and very much easy. The question says if a square, b square, c square are three algebraic expression, that is three algebraic expressions are given, a square, b square and c square. And question says, part A says, what are the numerical coefficient of b square? Part A, I am not writing the questions because you can easily get it following your textbook. So part A says, what is the numerical coefficient of b square? Here you see b square. In b square, numerical coefficient is 1. That is the numerical coefficient of, just you will write down the answer like this way. The numerical coefficient of b square is 1. Because you know the number that is attached with any expression is called its numerical coefficient. So here 1 is attached here. Since there is no coefficient present here, so 1 is the coefficient. Part B says, add 3 times of c square with 2 times of s square. 3 times of c square, you know, 3 times of c square. 3 times of c square is 3c square. And 2 times of b square is 2b square. Now the question says add 3 times of c square with 2 times of s square. Sorry, here 2 times of not b square, here 2 times of s square. The question says add 3 times of c square with 2 times of s square. So if we add them, we will obviously get, if we add them, the required expression will be 3c square plus 2 square, because in algebra you know if different terms are to be added, then we will use just add sign, that is plus sign between them, then they will represent the addition. So this is complete of part B. Part C says add 4 times of c square with the difference of 2 times of b square from 3 times of s square. It's also very easy. Add 4 times of c square. First we will write down 4 times of c square. 4 times of c square, that is 4c square. And says difference of 2 times of b square. 2 times of b square what? 2 times of b square, that is 2b square. And 3 times of s square. 3 times of s square means 3s square. Now again I am repeating the question. Add 4 times of c square, that is 4 times of c square is to be added with difference of 2 times of b square from 3 times of s square, that is 3 times of s square. 3 times of s square is this, and difference of 2 times of b square from 3 times of a square, that is 3a square minus 2b square. Then the question says add 4 times of b square, add 4 times of c square, that is we have to add it, 4 times of c square is to be added with them. Okay, so I think the expression will be this, because the question says add 4 times of c square with the difference of 2 times of b square from 3 times of a square. You see, difference of 2 times of b square from 3 times of a square is this, and 4 times of c square is to be added with the following expression. That's why this will be the complete expression. I think this is the answer. Just you will write down the answer like this way. So the required expression will be this. Okay, this will give the complete answer. 40 is also a creative question. It's important also, but in your exam there may have some changed. Okay, so you have to practice at your home with change method also. The question 40 says, if the price of a notebook is taka x, that is price of a notebook is given. Price of a notebook taka x. The price of a pen is taka y. Price of a pen equal to taka y, and price of a pencil taka z. Price of a pencil taka z. You know, in algebra different variables are used to specify different types of calculation. Okay, here the price of notebook, pen, pencil are calculated as x, y and z respectively. Okay, so it is not essential that here the money should be noticed directly. Any symbol can also be used as price in algebra. So x, y, z are denoted for notebook, pen and pencil respectively. Okay, so the question S is, part S is, what is the total price of 3 notebooks and 2 pens? 3 notebooks and 2 pens, very much easy. Total price of 3 notebooks and 2 pens. 3 notebooks and 2 pens will be, total price of 3 notebooks is what? 1 notebook is x. So 3 notebooks will be 3x plus price of 2 pens. A price of a pen is taka y. So 2 pens will be 2y taka. Okay, this will give the answer of part A. Part B says, what will be the amount if the price of 10 pens is deducted from the total price of 5 notebooks and 8 pencils? Express it in algebraic expression. That is, in part B we have to write down an algebraic expression from the statement that the price of 10 pens is deducted. That is, price of 10 pens is 10y. This is to be deducted from what? From the total price of 5 notebooks. Total price of 5 notebooks will be 5x, and 8 pencils will be taka 8z. That is total price of 5 notebooks and 8 pencils. That is, we have to add them. This is the total price of 5 notebooks and 8 pens. The question says price of 10 notebooks is to be deducted. That is, this value is to be deducted. So we have to write down it next later. Okay, we have to write down it later. So it will give the expression that will give the expression, the price of 10 notebooks, price of 10 pens have been deducted from the price of 5 notebooks and 8 pencils. This will be the answer of part B. Just in your answer script, you write down like this way. Here the price of 5 notebook is taka 5x, price of 8 pencils is taka 8z, and price of 10 pens is taka 10y. So if we subtract the price of 10 pencils from the sum of price of 5 notebooks and 8 pencils, then the required expression will be 5x plus 8z minus 10y. This will give the answer, I think. Now let us start part C. Okay, part C has 3 portions. The first portion says, what do we mean by 3x minus 2y plus 5z? That is, what does it mean? Here you see x is meant for notebook and y is denoted for pen and z is denoted for pencil. So 3x minus 2y plus 5z, it will be meant the price of 2 pens has been deducted from the total price of 3 notebooks and 5 pencils, because 3x means the price of 3 notebooks and 5z means the price of 5 pencils. So 3x and 5y together will give the total price of 3 notebooks and 5 pencils, and 2y means price of 2 pens. So price of 2 pens is deducted from the sum of price of 3 notebooks and 5 pencils, and this is the full meaning of this expression. And another part says, what is the numerical coefficient of y and z? You see the coefficient of y is minus 2 here and the coefficient of z is 5 here. So these two are the numerical coefficient of y and z respectively. And last part says, what is the product of numerical coefficient of x, y and z? You see the numerical coefficient of x is 3, the coefficient of y is minus 2 and z is 5. So if we multiply them, we will get the desired answer, because the question says what is the product of numerical coefficient of x, y and z. So it will give 3 5 15 into minus 2 minus 30. So this will be the answer of complete answer of part C. I think all of you have understood this. This is not so difficult, and there is an example as this math in your textbook. If you follow the example, you can also understand such kind of maths. Okay, so let us solve another one. The question now 41. 41 is another important maths in your textbook. Here 2 expressions are given. Okay, so 41, I am writing the expressions. 5x square, first expression is 5x square plus xy plus 3y square, and another expression is given x square minus 8xy. Okay, another third expression is also given, y square minus x square plus 10xy. Okay, 3 expressions are given. Then part S is how many terms are there in the first expression and what are they? In the first expression, how many terms are there? First expression is what? First expression is 5x square plus xy plus 3y square. The question says how many terms are there? Terms are separated by plus and minus sign, and here plus sign, 2 plus signs are used. So I think this is first term, this is second term, and this is third term. So there are 3 terms only. Okay, so the first question's answer will be there are 3 terms, and the question says how many terms are there in the first expression and what are they? I think the terms are 5x square, xy and 3y square. That is, the terms are the 3 terms are 5x square, xy and 3y square. These are the 3 expressions. Part B says add the 3 expressions. So if we write down the 3 expressions one below other, then we will get 5x square plus xy plus 3y square, and second expression is x square minus 8xy, and third expression is minus x square plus y square and plus 10xy. That is, before writing the expressions one below other, you can give a statement here following this way. Let us write down the similar terms one below other. Okay, so writing similar terms one below other we get. If we give the statement, it will be smart for you. Okay, so we rearrange like terms or similar terms, like terms one below others we get. Okay, we get. So the statement, if we give the statement, then the statement will be the smart. Okay, the method will be the smart. Then you can use it. We rearrange the like terms one below other we get. So this is the first term, and in second term, 8x square minus 8xy has been written with below the first term, and we have followed the rearrangement, okay, of like terms, and third terms are written here. So we will add them now. You see, plus x square minus x square will be out, and 5x square will be remaining, and here 10xy and xy, that is 11xy minus plus 11xy minus is 8xy. So ultimate result will be plus 3xy. You know, plus is represent for profit and minus is represent for loss. Here 10 is profit, 1 is profit, so 11xy and minus 8. So minus 8 will be deducted from 11. So it will be 3xy. And here 3y square, y square, both are positive. So it will give 4y square. So this is the answer. And another part says, what is the coefficient of xy in the sum? You see, coefficient of xy is 3xy, and coefficient of xy in the sum will be 3. So coefficient in the sum, coefficient of xy in the sum will be 3. So this will give the complete answer of part B. Now part C says, simplify this, an expression is given, we have to simplify it and find out the value when x equal 2 and y equal 1. It's also very easy. An expression is given. Okay, is given part C, 5x square plus xy plus 3y square minus x square minus 8xy, x square minus 8xy bracket minus y square minus x square plus 10xy. This expression is given. The question says simplify it. That is, we have to simplify it, and then at the simplified value we have to put x equal 2 and y equal 1. Okay, x equal 2 and y equal 1. So let us simplify it. First we will remove bracket from these expressions. You know, if there is plus sign, then we can remove the bracket without any change. But if there is minus sign, the sign inside the bracket will have to be changed. So minus xy will be minus plus 8xy. Okay, so it will be plus 8xy, and there is minus sign here also. If we remove bracket, it will be minus into minus, that is plus x square plus minus, that makes minus 10xy. So if we rearrange them or add them, then we will get the desired simplification. Here you see 5x square and x square. Okay, positive 5x square, negative minus x square, and there is also another plus x square. So this can be omitted. So 5x square will be remaining here, and another term, like term xy, 8xy and 10xy. These three are like terms, and we can add 8xy and xy. That will give 9xy. That is positive 9xy and negative minus 10xy. So it will be minus xy, because minus 10xy plus 9xy. Minus sign is bigger, so minus sign will be present in answer, and 10xy and 9xy will give xy. And y square, here there is 3y square and y square. 3y square is positive and y square is negative. So obviously it will be plus 2y square, because plus sign is bigger here. So in answer we have to give plus sign, and there is subtraction sign. So 3y square and minus y square will give 2y square. And this is the simplified value. This is the simplified value. And another part says value of x is given. 2 and y is given 1. Okay. So if if we put x equal to and y equal 1, then we get 5 into x equal what? 2 square minus x equal 2 into y equal 1 plus 2 into y equal what? 1 square. So it will be 2 to the 4 into 5, 20 minus 2 plus 2, that is 20 will be the simplified value if we put x equal 2 and y equal 1 in the simplified expression. Okay, so this is the complete of answer C. I think all of you have understood this, and it's very much easy in calculation. If you practice at your home, obviously you will be able to solve all kinds of maths related to your textbook. This is the end of my lesson. Inshallah, in our next video you will get more maths from me, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.